Hello, it's the SeahawksFan with another Go Battling video. We got the absolute Master League cheat code, incomplete Zygarde, and finally enough, we're up against the higher ranked Pokemon in our Master League. And that is Origin Palkia, okay. That is another Aqua Tail, and here I'm actually going to throw Crunch finally. I have another one to throw. It's going to go into Dialga, not too bad, winning the Zero Shield scenario, chipping away their Dialga, and giving my Dialga a fantastic position with a nice amount of extra health. And, okay, they're going to throw Iron Head. They are in Iron Head range, and they know that. They do commit a shield. And I'm going to not risk it because if that's a warp time, that is potentially the win. I swap into Shadow Mewtwo at the perfect time. Any second later and no Side Strike. And then they would have been able to take me out with holding on to their shield. And because their Dialga is low enough, I can nuke their Ho-Oh and get the win. Now, the bulk of complete Zygarde is just insane. But alas, it is a long grind to get to 150 cells. Although, thankfully now, you're able to find the Zygarde cells much easier on the route. You still find it 100 meters away from route completion, and it's not guaranteed. It would be nice if it was at least guaranteed for the first route a day, and you're still able to get 3 a day. But what a catch. That's not a catch because I just want to get energy on Origin Dialga. And they're going to bring in their own Dialga. That is not enough for a Draco. And I'm going to let them have no farm. I guess they'll have a couple mud shots in. But I do grab the last shield. And Shadow Mewtwo is going to come in because I want to get some nice energy. And I know that Landorus has like no energy. And there is a Kyogre that failed to make a catch. It needed to, Landorus that failed to make the catch, but Kyogre was found. And honestly, that catch was the win condition, but alas, they cannot get me. Now we have a shiny Landorus, I think possibly a Shundo. I don't, maybe not, but it is Best Buddy equipped Landorus. And I mean, complete Zygarde can just grab a shield with Crunch and no need to shield up anything. And just throwing 3 Dragon Tails before the next Crunch, able to get some big damage. And with all the Sandsear Storms it's taken, it is in a commanding position. And I'm going to be able to snipe down with Dragon Breath and get that win. I do not blame my opponent one bit. Not one bit, just leaving. And now we have a Kyogre, which is actually a pretty good matchup for Kyogre. Not great, but it is able to do lots of damage. And with the chance of Blizzard, it is something to consider. I do grab my shield with a Surf. They still have the possibility of Blizzard, and they do commit a shield. Now, even shield scenario, and they actually do have Blizzard, but Dialga comes in. They do have Zacian. Is that going to be a double fairy backline? Potentially. But here I am with the Iron Head grabbing the last shield. Going to shield up and be a little intrigued to see what comes in. It is a Dialga. Now, should have gone for the Side Strike and then Shadow Ball, but alas, here I am with throwing back-to-back Side Strikes. And it's going to be close. Now, if Zacian can get back-to-back charge attacks, it has a pretty nice win condition because they should not be in range of an Iron Head, but unless I somehow win charge attack priority, they surely do not have back-to-back moves. Maybe accidentally threw one too soon, but big win. Close battle that definitely could have been an easier battle, but here we are. Gyarados gonna bring in the Dialga. It is Outrage. I respect that. That's some massive damage. Now before the next move is charged up, Iron Head, it grabs a shield. To shield or not to shield, I choose to not shield. And they're going to take me out, but Complete Zygarde comes in. Captain Energy, let's see what comes in. It is a Dialga. They have their own Dialga, okay. And kaboom, into the shield. And I can survive long enough. They cannot reach a move in time. And they can go down. Kaboom. And yeah, shield for Shadow Mewtwo wins up against a Landorus. And even then, Shadow Mewtwo, with a even energy position, wins against Landorus in the Zero Shields. Because it has charge attack priority, and 2 is plenty of damage for a knockout. And now, Earthquake going into Dialga. I do grab a shield, which is nice. Definitely was a good chance of a potential bait for tier 2 bait and get a shield with crunch, but played safe. My Dialga comes in, able to commit a shield and leave with some nice energy. The Mewtwo is back, and Mewtwo had a shield or almost get taken out in time. Now, is it going to be an Orange Palkia in the back? That's very likely. And if so, then that is a fine for Shadow Mewtwo. Go and let them take me out. And it is an Origin Palkia. And because it takes 12 turns of energy for Aqua Tail and only 10 turns for a Side Strike, I'm going to go one more Psycho Cut over back-to-back Side Strikes, just in case that Mewtwo had a Psycho Cut of energy. But they were dry, and I take them out. Another win. Another battle closed out by Shadow Mewtwo, and another battle here where Complete Zygarde has a beautiful target to wall, and that is a Giratina. And they have another thing that gets walled by the Zygarde, and that is Melmetal. Now their best call is going to be spamming Superpower, and it's actually going to do respectable damage. Now, because I have Origin Dialga, I'm just going to be fine just letting my Zygarde go down to Melmetal, because why not? And what do they have as a third Pokemon? Or is it it is a third Pokemon reveal. It is a Togekiss. And they're going to be able to not take much from the energy, although once they see that I had Shadow Mewtwo, no shield used between Dialga and Mewtwo, they are going to not be ready to flip the matchup. And definitely the power of this Zygarde. Now, it definitely is incredibly helpful to have a worthy IV one. And it's definitely good enough to give it a fantastic matchup into all these amazing IV Origin Dialgas. This one is not level 50 that I'm going up against. And I mean, able to survive that move. It is like very excelled up, at least 48, I think. Around that range at least. And my Dialga is able to take down the Palkia. And I have the War of Time. Not going to debuff myself. Some nice damage. And I'm actually going to swap into Shadow Mewtwo to shield up the Earthquake, because Psycho Cut is going to chunk. They do reach a move. I do survive the move, actually. And I have a move for Dialga. I have energy on my Dialga. And Dialga is going to take out their Dialga. And yeah, Metagross goes down. Double Steel goes down. Next battle, we have a Lugia that came in after having their Shadow Mewtwo get scared off. Haha. Lugia is a tank of a Pokemon, and actually quite happy in this matchup. Crunch is going to be very helpful. I'm going to be able to survive Air Blast and have alignment still. They're going to go for Sky Attacks. Now, I wasn't counting, but I was a little scared of a potential Air Blast at that health range. And knowing a Mewtwo is likely to come back, even if it's a dragon, I don't mind using the energy. And they make a pretty great play to catch that Crunch onto their Dialga. But my Shadow Mewtwo is going to come in and soften them up. They're going to put their hope in their Mewtwo, but alas, their Dialga is not in a position to put too much dent to avoid, to grab the last shield off my Dialga. Psystrike does go shielded. Going to just need one more Dragon Tail for a Crunch to grab a shield. And it's going to be a kind of awkward position with their Mewtwo. They got to throw energy. These Dragon Tails are chunking away. And if they take me out, then they can win. But if not, then they lose. And that's a wrap to the video. Complete Zygarde. If you've seen any of my recent Master League videos, you can see the power of it. And just once again, it is insane. And Origin Dialga, one of the best partners to go with it. One of the strongest dragons, and also can be handy into a lot of fairy types. And I mean, Shadow Mewtwo covers the obvious crazy fairy type weakness of the other Pokemon. Pretty insane team, and on level 50 is pretty important at the CeeLo range. Pretty proud of myself, playing actual good, consistent to get up here, and I hope you enjoy the battles. Thanks for watching. Thank you to everyone who subscribes and likes the videos. It helps out the channel a lot and means a lot to me. Goodbye.